Hey guys, welcome to our next week here in American Lit Unit 3. So you guys can see back there, that's week 1. This is all the assignments that occurred before spring break. Here you can see our entire week and what's coming up this week over here. The fastest way to get there is to jump here, but you might miss other things in the folder. So you go through the yellow folder called American Lit Unit 3, Power, Protest, and Change, which is where all the rest of our assignments will be, except for the 1 week that was before spring break. And you can see the dates here, and they show you which days we worked on those folders. This week, we are starting with Achieve number 2, with the date that matches today, 3/29. And then tomorrow, we'll do 3:30. Wednesday, we'll do 3:31. And Thursday, we will finish up on April 1st. So you can see those dates guide us. The other thing is this is our second Achieve, which I wanted to highlight because our first Achieve is all the way back here in week 1. So you'll have to click week 1 and find the day 3. Our Achieves will always be in a pink folder, so that will help you out there. So going back to the class welcome page, in through Unit 3, the yellow folder, down to our Achieve number 2 pink folder. You can see that today we start with a discussion, then we complete the Achieve, and then there's a follow-up discussion. Anytime we do an Achieve, there's a good chance there's time for you to get caught up in this class, so I always do suggest that when you finish the Achieve, check your grade in this class, do any makeup work for me, then check your grade in your other classes and do any makeup work for your other teachers. Because if you're here, you might as well be doing a great job of getting caught up. So, moving back, our discussion question, you have 2 options. You need to read through them and then write your opinion in the box. Today the questions are, which of the U.S. presidents were so great that they should have remained past 2 terms? Or number 2, what most inspires you about the civil rights movement? So, thinking about what people did and why that inspires you. That leads us to back to Achieve 2. That leads us to our Achieve assignment. I wanted to point a few things out for you guys today. The first thing you do is you have 3 articles to pick from. You choose one, and then you type the name into the search box to access it. So don't expect it to show up on your welcome page. Do take the time to just, copy. And then when you go to Achieve, I have the quick link here. If you don't remember how to get on Achieve, you can go through the steps here. Start at Jefferson, go to Clever, click the boxes, sign in with your email address, click the cartwheel guy, and then log in for Language Arts 300, LAN 300. And then type your title in the search box. My search box shows up here. I believe yours shows up here. And then you can open the article and check it out. So here's an example. So I'm going to go to Achieve. Oh, that's ironic. Maybe it's because I'm on another screen over here. But we get onto Achieve. You paste the title into your search box, and then you can read the blurb about it and see if you're interested in it. So today's 3 options are Feeding a Movement. This is about a woman who helped in the same time as Rosa Parks and was part of the bus boycott, but maybe in a way you haven't heard of. Is 3 Too Many is going to be about presidents and their terms and who tried to push past 2 terms and who succeeded. And The Richest Man Who Ever Lived is about a king in Africa. And since we were talking about slaves, a lot of early colonists believed that it's okay to have slaves, and one of their rationales was because they're barbarians. They have spears. They're not civilized. Well, here's the richest man who ever lived, and he's African. So thought that article was beneficial too. So you get to choose one of these 3, and then you read it, take the activity. The activity you need better than 75%. If you score less than 75%, you need to pick another article and do it all over again. It does not have to be one of the 3 that I've given you here. It could be any other article. But you need to get 75% or better on the second try. If you do not on the second try, you get a 0 out of 50. There are only 3 Achieves that we'll be doing this quarter, so A 0 out of 50 won't kill you in the end, but it will impact your grades. So read these carefully, do it slowly, be intentional. So 75% or better will get you 100%, but if you get 100% on that first try, you get 120%. So totally worth your time to go slow and get all the answers right. Feel free to check in with me and ask me any questions about any of the answers if you get stuck. Last assignment then is reminding you to check your grade in my class and check your grade in your other classes. And if you are caught up in all your classes, then answer this discussion question. If you could outlaw one thing in school, what would it be? So that's all for our Achieve 2 folder. That leads us into the Text 2, the second inaugural address. This is from Abraham Lincoln. We'll start out with vocab. Then we will do comprehension questions after reading the speech. Then we will conclude that day with a discussion. Notice that's Tuesday. Then we jump into Wednesday. So Wednesday, you answer the question for the discussion. Then you complete the assignment. And then you participate in this true or false. So that's our second inaugural address. And this is Abraham Lincoln's second address to the nation as he becomes president for the second time. And then lastly, Text 3, we get to view the image gallery perspectives on Lincoln. So you start with a discussion. There's political cartoons. You'll pick one and explain it. Then you'll have a chance to look at the image gallery, and you can pull up the PDF or you can go through Savas. And then that includes a comprehension, 3 comprehension questions that each has an A and a B, so it's really 6 comprehension questions, and then ends with a discussion where you get to choose your own political cartoon. So an opportunity to be creative and research political cartoons. That is it for this week. So we've got Achieve number 2, second inaugural address we spent 2 days on, and Text 3. Let me know if you have any questions. See you on Zoom or in the classroom.